Hi, I'm Michael Duncan.
And I'm Heidi Benjamin.
And we're here to talk about the business that we were teamed up to put together for this class. After much thought, we decided to start a bookkeeping business. We felt like there wasn't a huge amount of competition for the bookkeeping business in the area for small businesses, and so we thought that would be a good plan. But since we're starting at the beginning of the year, we want to get some cash flow going. Right off the bat, we decided to add tax prep, and it's the tax season, so that's what we did, bookkeeping and tax services.
After we decided on what kind of business we were going to start, we needed to come up with a name. We went back and forth quite a bit and came up with PCF, Accounting Associates, and PCF means Positive Cash Flow. One of the reasons that we chose to do a bookkeeping tax service business was because we knew we could keep our startup costs low. We didn't need to go into it, have an office per se, because we could do it out of our homes. We both have computers, we both have printers, we both have cell phones, and we both have vehicles. So we didn't have to go out and purchase additional items in order to start this business. The other thing that we decided, we didn't need to get a loan of any sort, that we both had money that we can invest into our business, so we invested $5,000 each.
So our main objective was to do books for small businesses, and do the taxes on the side just to keep our business running. So we were planning on offering promotions, and our target audiences were the small businesses in the Tri-County area. And then as far as the tax services go, based on my research, or our research, we had found out there were about 300,000 tax-paying people in the Tri-County area, so I estimated about 30,000 would be our potential customers based on billboards, flyers, and I figured that was a conservative estimate for potential customers. Of course, we only need a small fraction of that to stay in business, as we planned on keeping our old jobs until we had a business up and running, and that was our financial plan. We also were planning on offering promotions to become people's family accountants.
For our office location, we decided we wanted to keep it in the Tri-County location, mainly because of our unique approach that we were going to promote to area businesses, and that is that we would go to their office, we would pick up all the paperwork there, bring it back to us, we would do the work, and then we would return the paperwork back to them, and in turn pick up the new paperwork that needed to be done, transactions and things like that. We felt that by offering this approach, it was different than all the other bookkeeping services that are located here in the Somerville area. We know just how busy small business owners are. If they don't have time to sit down and do the bookkeeping, then why do we think they have time to pick up all their paperwork and come find us? So we were offering this special service, and
also, using QuickBooks, we could have them transfer their books directly to us through our website, which is going to be comprehensive, offering other services. But that way, they wouldn't have to leave their office, and we could do everything in our own. If they didn't want us to come to their office or bother them, they could do it on their own time and transfer their books straight to us, and we could take care of everything for them. Our pricing structure, based on our research of local bookkeeping service and tax services, we came up with a pricing structure broken into two parts. We got our bookkeeping services and our tax services. For bookkeeping services, since when you first have to study a business and learn their business and see what kind of stuff is going on, our original one-time administrative fee is $250. And then for the first 3 months, we have a fixed fee of $30 per hour, and that's based on roughly 400 transactions per month. And then the rate would go up if they had more than that. And then after that, it's a fixed monthly fee. Oh, that was for the first 3 months. Then after that, there's a fixed monthly fee of about $175. And once again, that's based on about 400 transactions per month. So it would be scalable to their business, and that all be laid out in our contract. And then for our tax services, we offered basically 3 tiers. There was the easy tier, which would be $50. That's basically for people that could do their own taxes but are just afraid to. And then we've got the basic service, which would be more like 1040, 1040As, things like that. And that'd be $125. And the third one was a complex service, which would be $200 to $400. And it's basically a fee structure surrounded by the number of forms you have to fill out. So it's a form fee structure, but we broke it down to 3 price structures to make it easier for customers to understand what was going on, and then they would know up front what their costs would be.
Now for the part of the presentation where we get to tell you what we thought we learned. The business plan was a little difficult to grasp. Thankfully, Michael helped handle most of that. I think that a business plan is a great idea if you're starting a new business.
Absolutely.
It gives you somewhere to start, and it gives you a direction to go in, and that's a great thing. I know we also had to use QuickBooks, and that was a little daunting. I would rather have been able to put the stuff on paper, but we got through that too. The taxes was fine. The auditing part, haven't had auditing class for a little bit, so that was a little rough. We did get through that too. For Michael and I, as a team, we were able to communicate through text messages mostly. We did get on the phone and actually talk to each other a few times. This is our first time actually meeting face-to-face because he works in the evening and I work during the day. There really wasn't much free time to actually come together and meet face-to-face. But I think if we had to start a real business, I think that the two of us together, strengths and weaknesses, complement each other, and that we could actually make a go of it.
Yes, I agree. I think mostly what I learned was how complex starting a business could be. Just going through every step, like you said, the business plan, the figuring out all the money. The business plan itself was really complex, down to writing, loan letters for loan officers, and we chose a service business, which was even less complex than some of the product businesses. So it could be daunting for somebody starting a new business. And the other thing I learned is that this type of business, the bookkeeping and tax business, is really financially realistic because you can start slow, as we had planned, and keep your old job and just work in the evenings or in your free time. And I think this is a realistic business for anybody that has the knowledge that you would need to do it.
And I know for me, as far as starting a bookkeeping business, I would rather work with somebody first, just so that I could see how they handle the clientele, how they handle doing all the bookwork, just to gain that experience before actually going out on my own and doing it.
Yeah, very good point. Not reinventing the wheel. Learn the mistakes that they've already made. And, yeah, good point.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you for listening to our presentation.